Tay was talking about opening up a business and learning how to do that via YouTube.
Crazy. Learn to cook and learn a business plan from YouTube.
Isn't that crazy cool? It's Rob and Lizz on His Radio. The other day, our printer at home was not printing black ink.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out what in the world's wrong. I went to YouTube, fixed it.
How in the world?
Fixed it. It just told me that it's probably clogged. So I cleaned it, and then I did one function on the printer, and by golly, it worked.
That is wild. Well, I have gone to YouTube as well. I had a Keurig. There was a version of the Keurig that would not take any other K-Cup other than Keurig brand. And I was like, no, I knew I can find them a lot cheaper than that. So I went to YouTube. There was a hack that you could use to make it work. And I did that. I've learned how to make Thanksgiving dinner on YouTube. I didn't know where to put the meat thermometer in a turkey the first time I made Thanksgiving dinner. And so I watched this lady. I scrolled way through her video to find where she put that meat thermometer. And she explained it. And
Look at that.
I know. And then Joey fixed our dryer via YouTube, the dryer drum.
Yeah, my son goes to it all the time. Spencer to do stuff on his car or whatever. My wife goes to it because now we're gardening. We've never done this before. Taking care of, the yard outside of mowing and watering the lawn. And it helps. It really does help. Barbara. Oh, she's on. Okay. So 800-447-7234. What did you say you guys did on YouTube?
My husband and I live in a condo that was built in 1984. The kitchen's very small, but we wanted to spruce it up a little bit and get some new cabinets. And we started looking at the prices, and they were outrageous. So the cabinet doors that we had are just flat, plain white. My husband came up with this beautiful idea of making them look like shaker cabinets just by adding strips of wood around the edges. He did that for less than $200, and our kitchen looks brand new, as if we had had a professional do it. It's just wonderful. And I think anybody can really do something like that.
And grabbing stuff off of YouTube like that.
Wow, saving thousands of dollars doing that, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yeah.
What have you learned on YouTube? 800-447-7234. It's His Morning Crew.
His Morning Crew.
We've been talking about YouTube and the things that people learn to do on YouTube at 800-447-7234.
Pastor Steve and Melissa texted and said, well, this is Melissa, and she said, my husband finished our whole basement from YouTube videos, plumbing, drywall, electrical, and the kicker is it passed inspection.
Way to go.
Oh, Tammy also went to YouTube. She said, I learned how to put new skirting on my mobile mansion.
Hey, mobile mansion.
Yeah, her mobile home.
I was going to say.
Yeah, and the skirting, she learned how to do that herself.
Well, you go. That's so good. So Adam's along with us at 800-447-7234. You're on His Radio. Adam, what did you do on YouTube?
Well, I actually fixed our automated sliding door on our Toyota Sienna. It was going to cost probably over $1,800 to fix that, and I watched a YouTube video. The guy showed exactly down to the screw what you're supposed to use and some tricks of it, and I think I fixed it for $100.
It worked for you.
Wow.
It worked great. It worked great. I was ecstatic when I pushed that button, and it worked.
Did you ever think going to YouTube you'd be able to figure out how to fix a car?
No, and now I'm a Toyota master mechanic.
Rob and Lizz.
His Morning Crew.
You had to take things into your own hands. By golly, you did. You went to YouTube to learn how to do it. It's Rob and Lizz, His Morning Crew on His Radio. You're not alone. A lot of people have done that.
Yeah, Katie said, I learned how to do my makeup from YouTube. I have done that. There's a thing that women do with eyeliner, like a little wing thing on the eyes with eyeliner, and I still have not mastered it, but I have watched YouTube a lot to try to figure it out. So a lot of people are doing that, Katie.
How does it turn out?
Mine?
Yes.
It's not good. I always have to get makeup remover. I'm like, nope, that's not good. So somebody needs to show me how to do that. Anyway, her boyfriend also learned how to fix her iPhone screen off of YouTube.
Oh, that's good.
I know. Chuck also texted in. Now, I love this. His 11-year-old daughter makes videos teaching people how to crochet. So she learned how to make yarn out of old T-shirts and made a video doing that.
Get out. Oh, that is so
These
neat.
kids today, they can do anything.
Chuck, you're a good dad.
Yeah.
Letting her do that and teach her. I mean, that's just, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So Casey's along with us at 800-447-7234. What'd you learn on YouTube, Casey?
I actually called up my uncle one time to see if he had any tools, and I looked up YouTube, and I actually took my Subaru over one time and learned how to do front and rear brakes.
No, you did not, girl.
Now, that's not easy to do, a front and rear brakes, and you learned it on YouTube.
I sure did. My boyfriend was away at the time, and I didn't have a guy in the house, so I just said, I didn't have the money to take it to an actual dealership, so I said, I'm going to learn how to do this by myself. And it took me a long time.
So I got to ask, do you watch the YouTube video, then run out to the car, or do you watch it step by step, or how do you do that?
No, I actually watched it, and I know my phone was so dirty by the time I got done because I actually had to hit pause several times. I mean, there was quite a few steps where my uncle was just kept coming out, and he just kept looking at me, and my mom was there, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm using the right wrench, but...
But you did it.
I did it. So, and needless to say, I needed help bleeding the brakes, but I actually learned how to do it. So I can actually say, if they're disc brakes, I know how to do it.
Good for you. You mastered the hydraulic fluid.
Yes, and I'm telling you what, when you have to press that, I don't know what it is. There's a compressor or whatever that presses the brakes together. That thing's a butt to get back.
Oh, Casey.
So Jess just texted in and said, I learned how to crochet using YouTube. So I'm wondering, Jess, did you watch Chuck's 11-year-old daughter to learn how to crochet?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
If it was an 11-year-old girl doing the crocheting, that was his.
Yeah.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
We're thinking virtual school, and we got to use a printer to print out some stuff, and it was not printing black ink. Even though we just put brand new ink in the thing, it's like it's not printing. It's Rob and Lizz on his radio. So I thought, I'm just going to YouTube, and I'm going to figure this out. So went on YouTube and did two things I learned on YouTube to fix it, and it works perfect.
What'd you have to do?
One thing, I had to rinse out the head of the printer itself that you can take out and bring to the sink.
Yeah.
So I rinsed it out. Boy, did a lot of ink come out of that thing.
Oh, wow.
And then there was just one little button I had to push in the menu.
To kind of reset.
And reset the thing, and then it prints like it was a brand new printer.
You can learn anything on YouTube.
It's amazing.
I learned where to put the meat thermometer in my first Thanksgiving turkey because I had no idea.
On where to put it in the turkey.
Yes, like kind of under the wing and the breast because I didn't want to hurt anybody with a turkey.
And you don't want to hurt the turkey either, so at least you found the best place to put that thermometer. Well, yeah, kind of. 800-447-7234. What have you learned on YouTube?
Robbie texted and said, I learned to make these flags on YouTube. Now, these flags are like out of pallets. I've wanted one of these for a while, and I've tried thinking maybe I could do this. Maybe I'll have to do what Robbie did and go on YouTube. He's now selling them and making extra income.
Really?
Making these flags.
My neighbor behind me does this.
Really?
Yeah. And they have like American flags and stuff out of pallets that you see at, at like Lowe's or something like
exactly.
that. Just pallets.
And it's repurposing, which is cool. And then Carson said a couple years ago, I love this one, her husband went out of town and she accidentally clogged the garbage disposal.
Whoops.
So she went on to YouTube and she figured out how to unclog it herself before he got home.
Oh, smart.
Way to go, Carson.
Yeah, Carson. Okay, Cindy, what about you? You're on his radio.
I learned how to take a gas stove apart by using YouTube. A part in the front where the knob where you turn on the stove broke, but you have to take it apart from the back to get to the front.
I'm so curious on what it looked like in your house. Did you have parts strewn everywhere in the kitchen?
You can't even imagine. Actually, there were a lot of little plastic bags because everything that we took out, we put in a Ziploc bag and numbered it. I think we numbered it so that we didn't have pandemonium putting it back together.
Hey, listen, Cindy, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Not only did you apply what YouTube taught you, but you did your own innovation by putting those in plastic bags. I never would have thought of that.
No, never. So we got a text from Tanya, and she said, I learned how to make raised beds for my vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means exactly.
It's a raised garden. It's a raised garden bed.
Okay.
No, literally, it's just like wood put into a box. You put it on top. So that's a raised garden bed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Mavis said, I learned to replace the roller wand control on wooden blinds.
Nice.
I mean, you can learn anything on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And then be successful at it.
Yeah.
And then open your own business.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
If you're at home or if by chance you're at work and you're near the break room, so curious, so curious on his radio. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew, on the oldest thing that's in the fridge.
I have
right
got
now
to go in our break room because that is the land where things go to die. And not in that one, but almost all break rooms.
Oh, hey, listen.
Yeah.
There's got to be something in ours.
That's super old.
That's pretty old and moldy.
Yeah.
So what about your fridge? It's been in there for a while.
Yeah.
It's okay to have fun. We
Yeah.
will not think you're a horrible person if there's something in there from 1902.
Right. If there is, wow, we do want to know about that.
Sell it. Make some money.
Or in the pantry, because my son I guess about 3 weeks, maybe a month into the pandemic, and we were all at home, he was so bored, he cleaned out our pantry. Like, he offered to do it and found, I think it was salad dressing from 2014.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, we did a food drive at our church.
Yeah.
And so we would help organize the cans into certain areas. If there was a can of soup, it was Campbell's soup. I kid you not. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1971
was
the sale by date.
Oh,
I kid you not.
goodness.
I took a picture of it. I got to find it. I'm like, I don't believe this. Really?
Did you open it?
No.
Oh, you should have opened it just to see.
Probably would have been still good, right?
That's what I was thinking.
You know?
Especially if it was condensed soup or something.
Yeah, it was Campbell's soup, 1971 sale by date.
I would love to know, what's the oldest thing in your pantry or your fridge?
I opened up mine.
Yeah?
I saw the oldest thing in mine.
What is it?
First, I'll say, Amy keeps everything excellent in that thing. She does not want stuff, growing into a science experiment in there. So I only did this for entertainment purposes. I did not close the door.
Okay.
But I turned around and I just took a selfie. That was the oldest thing in the fridge.
Because she keeps it so well maintained.
That's just me. I was the oldest thing in the fridge.
Were you cold in there?
It was very chilly. I put my hoodie. I put my hoodie up and the door open.
The oldest thing in the fridge, Rob Dempsey. No, what's yours? 800-447-7234.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Oh, my. You got to hear this. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. We're finding there's some old stuff in the fridge and in the pantry, and we'll start at his radio.
Yeah.
Okay? So this might not sound super old, but it's what? April 2019?
Yeah, it's over a year and a half old.
And it's buffalo wing sauce.
Here's the problem. It's already separated. It is gross. It is like the sauce, the red part of the sauce is at the bottom of this bottle, and then the whatever else is just kind of hanging at
I'm
the
a
top.
little shocked it was still in there. Because let me tell you, people keep that thing pretty clean.
They really do. It's honestly the best office fridge I've ever been part of.
So that's probably a shocker. You're probably going, oh, it's only 2019?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, it's pretty old. But when you see it separated like that,
yeah.
it's going in the trash.
Yeah, check your office fridge and see what it's got hanging out. So Mackenzie texted and she said, we have some old cookie dough in the fridge. She said it still looks good, but I know it's really, really old. Everybody knows it's expired, but nobody's throwing it away.
Oh, see, now it becomes tradition. You never throw it away.
It's become part of the family.
You just keep it in there. Another 100 years from now, it should still be in that fridge.
TJ, okay, this is hilarious. I opened a can of evaporated milk once. Evaporated milk is supposed to be more of a liquid form. It said the milk came out in the shape of a can.
No. like the cranberry sauce. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
Like you heard that sound as it came out.
Yeah.
And it said there was no date on the can, so it must have been really, really old.
Listen, I so wish that would have been like Thanksgiving time. You put that up on a plate next to the cranberry sauce that's shaped like a can. You know what I'm talking about?
That's gross.
Okay, Nancy's along with us at 800-447-7234. What about that old thing in your fridge or pantry, Nancy?
My family has a tradition where the grandchildren go to the grandparents' house and go through her pantry, and it's like a joke to see which grandchild could find the oldest thing in the pantry.
That's great.
Well, okay, what's one you remember?
Yep. Chocolate fudge ice cream topping. It was about 30 years old.
30?
30.
Is it the stuff that turns hard chocolate on top of the ice cream?
No, because that wasn't invented 30 years ago.
That is true.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Don't feel any shame whatsoever. There's something old in your fridge or pantry, and we would love for you just to get it off your chest now. It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew on His Radio.
Julie texted and said, cleaning out the bathroom cabinet, there was a shaving cream bottle from 1999.
21 years old.
Yeah, I wonder if she tried to squirt it in her hand, because it would have just come out liquid, don't you think?
Could have. Just yeah.
But we've all done it. Okay. And then we have Amy, and she said suntan lotion. She found it. It was 5+ years old. That was in the cabinet. She did go ahead and use it, and she realized it was old when she started breaking out.
Oh.
Yeah, she said it was very liquidy, more so than it should have been.
Listen, Amy, I would have done the same thing.
Well, because
seriously, it's suntan lotion. Right? You'd think, okay, this stuff would still be good today. Yeah. I would have tried it too.
Yeah.
And look like a big zit afterwards.
Right? Because you don't think that sunblock or suntan lotion is going to go bad.
No. Okay. Leona is along with us. So, what is it for you in the pantry, in the fridge?
That was a can of cranberry juice that you open and mix 3 cans with it. It was, I think, 1916. And I threw it out.
Wait. 1916?
No, I'm sorry. 2016.
Oh, you had me worried there for a minute.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Horrific. You wake up, you see some of the pictures in the news. Like that was an amazingly strong storm that came through. They said it was the strongest in 150 years.
Yeah, one of the most powerful to ever hit this country was Hurricane Laura. Thankfully, it's a tropical depression right now, but left a lot of damage along its path.
Yeah, you see the pictures that have been left behind because of what has happened with the devastation of that storm. We're going to be talking to some friends coming up a little bit from Convoy of Hope.
Yeah.
Jeff Nini and the team are already on their way, and they're looking for the best place to set up so they can help out people. And if you're wondering how in the world can you help out, because that's the way, that's one thing that I've known about people who listen to his radio like you, is that you want to help.
Yeah, it's almost like you're a track runner, you know, you're right there at your marker and you're just waiting for the go. We're going to give you the go with Convoy of Hope of how you can get involved.
Now, on our website and on our app, we already have a way that you can help out with storm relief because of Hurricane Laura and the devastation that she left behind. A lot of wind damage in a lot of places. Trees are down, people without power, homes and businesses that were damaged in Louisiana. So text the word storm to 800-447-7234. That's the word storm to 800-447-7234. We'll link you up on how you can help out.
His Morning Crew.
Throw away the FritoLay barbecue chips.
Why?
Rob and Liz. It's His Morning Crew on His radio.
You can't have them.
Is that your jam?
No, not really.
I like chips.
Yeah.
I like chips way too much.
Do you?
Oh, I like chips. I like the crunchy, and then I like the savory taste on some.
Yeah, I like chips. I like the crunchy. Okay, I'm not going to say I like chips that much.
Really?
Not my thing.
You're missing a lot
in
life. But FritoLay is recalling those barbecue chips because it contains milk products, and there's no warning at all.
Oh,
so if there's an allergy.
Yeah, if you have an intolerance, that's going to cause some problems.
So a big recall on those right now. That's just the FritoLay barbecue chips, so you might want to double check them.
Yeah. Where does the milk come from?
Cows.
Did everybody in the room say cows?
Yeah, cows.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, seriously, milk comes from cows.
Well, that is true. Or almonds or whatever. But, yeah, but where is it in a chip?
Then the ingredients.
And the barbecue sauce and the ingredients.
It's in the ingredients. Okay. Yeah, see?
I see what's happening here.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Golden Retrievers make really good service dogs. I think most of us know that when you see a service dog. A lot of time it is a Golden Retriever. Well, still they have their own personalities and they have to find their right, I guess, niche, if you will. There's a 2-year-old Golden Retriever in California that has a very, very important job. She's been working as a guide dog for the blind, but she was too excitable for all of that. So they found that she gives comfort to first responders because she has a lot of energy. She really, really enjoyed going to the fire stations because I guess the sounds and, she had a lot of stimulation there. And so that's what she's been doing. Well, when the wildfires, Woodward wildfire in California happened, she actually went out to those fire stations and was kind of on the front lines.
That's great.
Yeah, with some of those firefighters. They love her. Her name is Kareth.
Kareth.
Yeah, I like that, huh?
Yeah, because she careth for them.
I like that.
Probably a play on words with her name.
That.
To care for people, right?
Yeah, so these firefighters, they're out there, they're working all day long. These wildfires, you hear about them, and it seems like so long to get these fires out. So they're exhausted mentally, physically, and to have Kareth come up and just love on them. And dogs smile. I know they do. And when you see the smile on that dog's face, it just has to lighten their spirit a lot.
With its mouth open, its tongue out, and the big smile. Yeah.
And tail wagging. Yeah, they love her.
Doing her job well.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Know how you can earn $1,000 and go camping all at the same time?
Tell me.
You just have to get rid of all your technology.
Okay.
You'll be in an RV, and they'll give you $1,000 if you survive all 3 days with no technology.
Wait, just 3 days?
I know, but just think about it.
Yeah.
You'll want to take pictures. You can't. You'll
want
to document it all on Instagram. You can't with a phone.
I have
no technology.
So I can't use an SD card in my Okay.
No technology.
I'm out then.
Whatsoever. Now, I don't know if you can go old school.
Right.
And go to like a Walmart, Kmart, whatever it is, where you get one of those cameras with the film in it.
Yeah, the disposable type.
The disposable that you go clink and then you've got to do the wheel. Yeah. I didn't know your camera sounded like that.
It does. It's a little higher pitch. There you go. I can't go click, 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 click.
That's what it does.
Okay.
So, but if you can survive 3 days, this company will give you $1,000.
Okay, why?
Because they don't want you to go without technology.
Oh.
See if you just get, and it will be in a national park too. So it'll be away from everything.
Do we know where? Like which?
I looked at the website, and it looks like you can pick the closest one to you.
Oh, that would be fun.
So I looked at it, I go, there's got to be a catch. You do have to rent your own RV, but they say they'll reimburse you. I don't know how long that's going to take.
So like an expense report kind of thing.
Yeah, you give them the expense of your RV. So you rent the RV, they reimburse you, they give you $400 up front. Okay. So it sounds like gas and food and all that stuff's taken care of right off the bat. They give you the other $600 once you complete the mission.
Okay, I need to go find a luxury RV because they're reimbursing me.
Luxury. Wow. I'm sure they'll have some stipulations on what kind of RV you can get.
Uh-oh.
They'll say up to something, but it's satelliteinternet.com. So they're like a satellite internet company, and which is funny. They don't want you to use technology for 3 days.
Well, they're trying to prove that you need them. Do you think that's what it is?
It could be. But I could prove them wrong.
Could you?
For 3 days. I can do that for 3 days.
Challenge accepted.
That's right.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
So William was at home and he whipped up a batch of brownies. And then while they were probably cooling before he had the first one, he went and he was watching television. And he saw a report on the news about people in his community that were suffering. Like they were hungry and they were needy at this time during the pandemic. And he thought, as a teenager, I can do something about this. So started racking his brain. And because he just made the brownies, he thought, you know what? I can bottle some vanilla extract and sell that and raise money. Isn't it weird how ideas come to you? Well, this thing has taken off. He now has a charitable organization. It's 501c3 called Vanilla Feeds Tomorrow. And every bottle of vanilla that he puts together, and he creates it himself. Like he scrapes the vanilla beans and gets that yumminess out of there, puts it in a bottle. I think it's his grandmother is doing his Facebook page for the company. His mom is helping him with the accounting and that kind of thing. $30 a bottle for this vanilla, a little pricey. However, it is straight from the vanilla bean, so it's actually on par with what you would pay in the stores.
Okay.
And all the money goes to help people in East Tennessee.
Each bottle says this bottle provides 42 meals for East Tennessee families.
Right. So $30, and you're going to provide 42 meals. He has a website, and again, it's called Vanilla Feeds Tomorrow. But they have a Facebook page. They're all over social media. I think it's very, very cool what this kid has done.
I totally missed how old he is.
14.
14 years old doing this.
Yes.
To help out people like that.
Right.
Way to go.
I know.
Vanilla Feeds Tomorrow.
Yeah, it does.
Love the concept and what he's doing.